Good afternoon and welcome to Miller Field. I'm Jim Lederman, voice of the Vikings. It's Super Saturday here in Winthrop. We're set to bring you the action. It's Division III Super Bowl. It's the Northeast Conference champion Winthrop Vikings and the Westford Academy Grey Ghosts. I'm with my partner. He's going to be your play-by-play announcer. Joseph, welcome to Miller Field on Super Saturday. This is a game we've been looking forward to for many, many weeks.
Yeah, right, Jim. It's great to be here. It's my first taste of Winthrop Vikings Super Bowl football, and I hear they have quite a history behind them as it comes to Super Bowls, and let's hope they can get another victory right here.
What a great thrill it is, Joseph. This is my fourth. I started in 1981, was the undefeated team. They were led by Chucky Sullivan. It was Boston College Stadium, and I was there. What a great thrill on a Saturday morning. They shut out the Tewksbury Red Raiders. Then they went in 1983. They were at Sullivan Stadium. Steven Staffia put on a show, and this last year they lost a heartbreaker to Mansfield, but these kids are determined. Co-captain Anthony Palmer said to me before the opening game, Mr. Lederman, our two goals are, number one, to win the Northeast Conference Championship, and number two, to be Super Bowl champions, and it's going to happen this morning here at Miller Field in Winthrop. Joseph?
That's a good point, Jim. A lot of the players coming back from last year's team that went to the Super Bowl but lost on this very field last year. I'm sure they remember that well, and I'm sure they don't want to have the same outcome as this year. I mean, I think they're actually a stronger team this year. Those seniors have improved since last year, and look for big games out of some of those seniors, including Anthony Palmer and Danny Gottfried, and I'm sure they very well remember last year's game.
That's where we've gotten our leadership. They've come from the three co-captains, Anthony Palmer, Steven Spinelli, and the kid I call Mr. Everything, number 12, all Northeast Conference, Danny Godfrey. They've set their goals, they are the leaders, and they will win the Super Bowl here this afternoon, Joseph. Early prediction, but I'm pretty good predicting, aren't I, Joe?
You've usually been right on, Jim.
50-50 anyways,
yeah. Well, I
but
think
these kids are so psyched. This is a great day for Winthrop. All you can do is tell in the stands here, just look at the capacity crowd. This town has backed this football team. There's a team that are champions of the league, and they are drawing big over there from Westford. I'm quite shocked. But this is a team that's just dying for another Super Bowl championship. It's been 10 years, but we're going to bring it home today.
Yeah, Winthrop, not that big a city, but I'm telling you, the fan support is just tremendous, especially the Boosters Club, the Parents Boosters Club. As you can see, a lot of balloons around the field and a lot of balloons throughout the city. They went from house to house of all the players, and they decorated all the houses, and you can see there's a boat out there on the football field underneath the goalposts, the balloons, all done by the parents, and they just got a tremendous support from the parents. And I think it shows on the field as well, as these kids, they're like a family. All these players are a lot like a family, and it's instilled in them by the coaches, and just the atmosphere around that locker room is just intense. I mean, they are one close-knit team, and that's why they show it on the field.
Test 1, 2. We're going to do it, they got to come out first.
Look for Winthrop to look to run the ball at first, and if they can run the ball, and I don't think many teams can really stop their running attack, led by Anthony Palmer, just a tremendous season, should be the most valuable player in Division III for the state. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't, and he had just had a dominating season. If that ankle is healthy, and it seems to be, and he is coming on in these last few games.
Joseph, how true you are, and they're the Grey Ghosts from Westford Academy. They're waiting for the hometown Northeast Conference Championship team. The fans are going to erupt when the Vikings take the field. What a great crowd. I thought there was a great crowd here last year when we played Mansfield, but there seems to be more people. The town is excited. They're waiting for a Super Bowl championship, and if it's going to happen, it's going to be here at Miller Field. And what a great tribute to a football team that has won 2 Northeast Conference championships in a row, and for the second consecutive December, they are playing in the Super Bowl. A great tribute to a football program, to a town, and to a high school that have devoted themselves, and this is the epitome of success here this afternoon. And there's one last thing left, Joseph, and that's to win the Division III Super Bowl champion. And I'm going to count on you to be my main man, as you've been all year, because I'm doing double work here this afternoon, Joseph. I'm going to be a little worn out.
As usual, and the wait is over. It seemed like Winthrop had them waited. They waited a little while extra in the locker room, making Westfield Academy wait, but here they come now.
Good afternoon, football fans. Welcome to Miller Field for the Division III Super Bowl. The Winthrop Vikings and the Westford Academy Grey Ghosts.
All right, we're waiting now on the Winthrop Vikings. They're in a team huddle outside, just outside the gates here, and they are just sky high for this game. I'll tell you, from what I've been hearing from the coaches, and now they come onto the field, led by the captain Anthony Palmer. I tell you, he is pumped up for this game, and if he is healthy on that ankle, I just don't think any team in the conference, any team in the state can stop him. And they're really fired up, and that running attack is just awesome.
Bobby. Jimmy, not really I know that, but as soon as the referees bring them, you know.
All right, the Winthrop.
Here come the 1993 Northeast Conference champions, the Winthrop Vikings. You're on. How you doing, all right? Yeah.
Midfield is a beautiful job done by the grounds crew here with the Superbowl. And letters on the middle of the field. They've done a fine job. The grounds crew has done a spectacular job. Paul and Jim Galvin, they always do a spectacular job on this field, and it's one of the better looking fields you'll probably find in the whole state. It's a nice looking field.
The members of the 345 member high schools of the MIAA cordially welcome you to this game. The students participating in today's activity are representing their schools, their families, and themselves. Participation in high school sport is an extension of the classroom. Today's participants appreciate your support. Please do your part to ensure a positive life lessons are associated with this activity. Please encourage these student athletes with personal displays of support and good sportsmanship. Thank you very much.
I'll do that. Left end's number 25, Casey Butler. The left tackle, number 73, Sean Taylor. The left guard, number 66, Dennis Murray. At center, number 65, Rob DeMarco. The right guard, number 58, Christopher Butler. The right tackle, number 67, Steven Spinelli. The split end, number 22, Michael Palmer. Quarterback, number 18, Keith Gorman. The tailback, number 12, Danny Godfrey. The fullback, number 20, Ryan Goggin. And the tailback, number 16, Anthony Palmer.
Winthrop won the toss, but they'll elect to kick off.
Would you all kindly stand as we honor America? With the left tackle, Bobby Lorano. The left guard, Chris Richard. At center, Matt Gorin. The right tackle, number 51, Tommy Griffin. The right tackle, number 70 is Derek Werner. The quarterback, number 15, Dave Pizzotti. The flanker, number 48, Gene Marchand. Running back, number 34, Tommy Kane. And the fullback, number 27, Jeremy Ward.
All right, Winthrop won the toss, but they will elect to kick off, and they will defend the goals, their end of the field that had the balloons that were done up by the Parents Boosters Clubs. You can see down on the field the cheerleaders are now pulling it off there, and they've also got a sign down there.
Kick off!
Mentioning that today's Super Bowl action against Westford Academy, as well as the numbers of all the starters for the Winthrop Vikings.
Deep for Westford, number 15, Dave Pizzotti. Number 27, Jeremy Ward. That's number 16, Anthony Palmer, set to tee it off for the Vikings.
Pizzotti and Ward back deep, and Anthony Palmer going to boot it away for the Winthrop Vikings, and we are underway in this Division 3B Super Bowl matchup. Pizzotti will return it from the 16-yard line, brings it up the middle of the field. He has a break, and there's a little opening. Going to be brought down by Danny Godfrey up around the 38-yard line.
Return to kickoff. Number 12, Danny Godfrey, the stop. First down, Westford Academy. They're at the Westford 39-yard line.
Put it at the 39-yard line. That's where Westford will start off. Some of the key players to watch for this team is the quarterback, Dave Pizzotti. Had a fine year for the Westford Academy. Gray Ghost. Gonna get used to that. I love that nickname, the Gray Ghost. And also a player to watch is Jeremy Ward, running back for this Westford team. Little motion early, and it's going to be going against.
Markers on the play. Preliminary indication, illegal procedure against Westford Academy.
Should be procedure against Westford Academy, and that'll set them back another 5 yards. And it'll be a 1st and 15 situation for Westford.
That must have been that tenacious junior, number 58, Christopher Butler. His man head on with him is a little bit upset. and he caused an offside for Westford Academy. But here comes their outstanding quarterback, Dave Pizzotti. Keep your eye on him.
Okay, little option down the line, but going to be brought down. Big hit, Ryan Goggin on the stop, but Casey Butler.
That was Dave Pizzotti who carried number 58, Christopher Butler, brought him down.
Excuse me, Chris Butler, 58. The two Butlers, Casey and Chris.
That's the pride of Point Shirley, and he's an all-Northeast Conference junior. He plays defensive tackle, and he wears number 58. Keep your eye on him. The pride of Point Shirley.
So now it's a 2nd and 16 situation, and drops back the pass. Got a man open, but Anthony Palmer bringing down Ward. Great open field tackle.
Dave Pizzotti's pass complete to Ward. Anthony Palmer brought him down.
It's a loss of a few more yards all the way back to the 32, so now it's 3rd and 17, and this opening drive is going absolutely nowhere for Westford.
3rd down, 17, Westford Academy. They're at the Westford 32-yard line. He's in shotgun formation.
Pizzotti back in shotgun formation. This is looking to pass it. They got their rush on, going deep down the field. A little bit of contact, but it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage downfield.
Pizzotti's pass broken up by number 24, Lenny DeVolio.
Lenny DeVolio back deep on the coverage, and Westford will have to punt.
4th down, 17, Westford Academy. They're at the Westford 32-yard line.
So the first series of downs, a great defensive series for the Winthrop Vikings. They got a little pressure on Pizzotti, and just a great job. Good defense.
Pizzotti, punt formation. That's number 16, Anthony Palmer.
All right, Palmer back deep. He last week two kickoff returns, and he's going to get a shot here on this punt return for a touchdown. Palmer going to be.
That's number 16, Anthony Palmer. There is a penalty marker on the play.
It's a flag down, I believe. Tommy Kane down for the stop.
You've seen the two stars in the game. They've led their teams to conference championships. Dave Pizzotti, he's trying to do it all. He kicks off, he's the quarterback, he's the main man. But the main man here in Winthrop, he wears number 16, and he's the finest football player in Eastern Massachusetts. He has 191 points, Joseph. You've seen them all. How do you rate Anthony Palmer?
Probably the finest football player I've seen. I swear that if he wasn't injured earlier in the year.
Against the Vikings.
I haven't seen as many of the greats as some of the older people have seen, but in high school football, he's probably the best football player I've seen.
They're going to just grind it out, Joseph. And the tailback, keep your eye on him. He's in motion.
Anthony in motion, quick handoff up the middle to Danny Gottfried.
Danny Gottfried got the call.
Short yardage from their own 38. They're going to mark it down up around the, call it the 39. So give him 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Winthrop Vikings. So the first play, they're going to, they mix it up. They don't necessarily give it all.
9 Vikings, Winthrop, 39-yard line.
All the time to Anthony Palmer. He's the most dangerous threat they have, but they like to mix it up and give it some inside and handoffs to Danny Gottfried as well as Ryan Goggin. This time it's Anthony Palmer, and he's got a big hole right up the middle of the field. Breaks into the open. Down across midfield, down to the 43-yard line. 1st down, Winthrop.
That was number 16, Anthony Palmer. Vikings 1st down. That's the kid they call Touchdown Tony. He got his first crack at the football. He picked up a 1st down. They are inside Westford Academy territory. They gave it to the captain, and he wants one more thing in his high school career, and that's to win a Super Bowl. And this could happen here at Miller Field on Saturday afternoon.
Again, a huge hole was opened up by that offensive line. This is again Anthony Palmer. Little juke trying to get outside, but he's going to be hauled down.
16, Anthony Palmer got the call. Tommy Kane, the stop for Westford.
Tommy Kane on the stop.
2nd down, 6 Vikings. Westford, 41-yard line.
Picked up another 4 yards, but that offensive line just doing a tremendous job, and there was just opening up huge holes. Bobby DeMarco, I can't say enough of him filling in at center. He was Not originally the starter, but he's done a fantastic job. Gets Danny Godfrey, big hole again.
That's number 12, Daniel Godfrey, Vikings ball carrier.
Slashes for about 5 yards. That's going to be third down and about 2 yards.
Now you give it to your main man. Third down 2, Danny looked great on that play. They're going to give it to the kid they call AD, Anthony, and he's the bulwark of the offense. He needs a big first down pickup to keep this sustained drive in motion. We always score first, don't we, Kerry, when we get the football?
All right, it is Palmer going for the first down. Got up a fumble. It's going to be picked up by, I believe, Winthrop recovered it. A heads-up play there, downfield by Michael Palmer, diving on that loose ball.
That was number 22, Michael Palmer, who recovered the Vikings fumble. First down with the Vikings. Ball is at the Westford 27-yard line.
It's something you don't see very often, Anthony Palmer fumbling, but a big break for Winthrop downfield. Michael Palmer.
That was a great stick on Anthony and the youngster, the freshman. He picked it up for his big brother. There's a great opportunity. Can they capitalize, Joseph? We always march the first time we get the football. Let's put it in the end zone, Joseph.
One thing about Winthrop is they have been capitalizing on turnovers. That's not a turnover, but a play like that, they usually capitalize. Ryan Goggin.
That's number 20, the fullback, Ryan Goggin, who got the call.
This time he's stacked up by big number 77, Chris Richard, right in the middle of the line, and nothing doing there.
This football game is going to be won in the trenches, Joseph. If you want to win a football game, you have to dominate the line of scrimmage, as we did up in Beverly. Westford Academy's come up here with an outstanding line. They've got great size out there, so if they can shut down the Winthrop running offense, this will be a big factor here early in this football game.
Okay, second down and 10 from the Westford 27. It's going to be Anthony Palmer. Little juke, but he's all down again inside.
Palmer got the call.
Again, Rashad with some early getting some penetration. Slowed him up.
The battle will be won in the trenches, and here's a passing situation, obviously third down 11. Keep your eye on number 12, Danny Godfrey. He's been the leading receiver for the junior quarterback, number 18, Keith Gorman.
It's true. He's come up with so many big clutch third down receptions, and if they want to keep these drives alive, they're going to have to make a lot of those tough third down plays, and this is one right here.
Danny split left along with Michael Palmer in the Winthrop lineup.
Okay, Godfrey's going to go in motion. It's Keith Gorman rolling back. Throws downfield, and it's going to be just incomplete. Michael Palmer.
Gorman's pass intended for number 22, Michael Palmer, incomplete. This sets up another passing down, Joe. It's fourth down 11. Keith stepped back. He got great protection. He looked for a freshman receiver, Michael Palmer. I thought they were going to go to Danny, but I will still look for number 12, Danny Godfrey, to come up with a big pass reception here. The key there was Keith got great pass protection, and that'll be a key in this football game. Fourth and 11, you've got to capitalize when you're inside that they're at the 27-yard line, but this is a very big play early in this football game.
Big fourth down play, fourth and 11. Keith Gorman threw a good ball that time, but the coverage was there. Gorman again going to roll out, throwing for Anthony on the sidelines, but it's going to be incomplete.
Keith Gorman's pass intended for number 16, Anthony Palmer, incomplete. First down, Westford Academy.
Westford will take over on downs at their own 29-yard line, so the Westford defense holds this vaunted Winthrop offense, and they're going to take it over for this second series of downs. So Keith Gorman did put the ball up early on this drive for a couple times, but with no success thus far. And timeout Westford, as they didn't like the way the offense looked on that setup.
This is a football team. They are dual county champions. They did not play well on Thanksgiving. They lost to Acton Boxborough. They came into the game averaging close to 40 points a game. And the star, obviously, is number 15, Dave Pizzotti. He has passed for 950 yards. Their leading ground gainer is Jeremy Ward. He's the tailback. He's the guy they go to on the big plays. But so far, the Westford Academy line has played very well in this drive, Joe. They shut down Anthony Palmer in 3 big downs. And this is an early factor in this football game. You got to capitalize early. You got to take advantage of the breaks. And obviously, the team that scores first in a big game like this could come out victorious, Joseph.
Yeah, I think some of the pressure may be on the Winthrop offensive line to open some holes for Anthony Palmer. This defensive front of Westford, I'm very impressed with thus far. They've made some early penetration, especially Chris Rashad as he broke through. And you look for Robert DeMarco to handle him. I think he can handle him if he's on his game. All right, first down from the 29. Inside handoff to Kane. Oh, Danny Gottfried as well as Ryan Goggin.
Kane got the call. That was number 12, Danny Godfrey on the stop. Great stick. That was the leading tackler for the Vikings. He's all Northeast Conference. He's the tight end. He does everything. He's one of those senior captains you look for in a big game like this. And when you need a big tackle, you look to number 12. He came up very strong. Good size in this Westford Academy team. They're big all around, Joseph, the line and the backfield.
Okay, it's going to be second down and 8 as he gained about 2 yards on that play. The pitch goes outside. This is their big man. And he's going to be, Jeremy Ward's going to be brought down short of the first down.
Jeremy Ward got the call.
Up near the 27, so it's going to be third down and short. They need 3rd and 2. 4-17.
Down to Westford Academy. They're at the Westford 37-yard line.
Remaining here in the first. Okay, the offensive line all punched in tight here. It's going to be Kane. Kane for the first down out across the 40-yard line.
First down, Westford. That was number 58, Christopher Butler. First down, Westford Academy, the Westford 40-yard line.
So thus far, this is the big offensive line that we've talked about at the Westford Academy is pushing the Winthrop defense back, and they've done a good job.
The line of scrimmage, Joseph, and that's where this football game is going to be won, right in the middle of the line. The trenches where you win the football game. They've got an outstanding quarterback. Keep your eye on him. He's hard to contain.
Again, it's Ward. He's got a hole, and he breaks to the outside, and he's in open field. Going to go down the sidelines. Going to be brought down. Good tackle downfield.
Jeremy Ward.
By Ferrara.
Paul Ferrara brought him down.
But not after a huge gain, though, as he gained 22 yards on the play, and it's going to be a first down inside the Winthrop territory to the 28-yard line.
You can see why this youngster has 650 yards. He had great moves. He was waiting for his blockers in front of him. One more block, and he was into the end zone. He showed great speed, Joe. Keep your eye on him. You've got to contain Pizzotti and Ward.
Derek Warner with a huge block, and that opened to the outside for him. And again, it's going to be Ward.
Jeremy Ward got the call. That was number 58, Christopher Butler on the stop.
Butler on the stop. Got about 3 more yards, so it's going to be second down. Call it 2nd and 7 from the 26-yard line.
Second down, 7, Westford. They're at the Winthrop 26-yard line.
That's good. I had no idea who they were. The Ghostbusters. Ward again, the pitch. Not much doing this time.
Ward got the call. That was number 24, Lenny DeVolio. Number 12, Danny Godfrey combined to bring him down.
Pick up about 2, so it's going to be sets up a 3rd and 5.
Third down, 5, Westford. They're at the Winthrop 24-yard line.
So they're in 2-down territory here. So Westford, it's a big play for the Winthrop defense. They want to stop this drive because Westford's showing they can run the ball here. Okay, fakes the handoff. Anthony Palmer in pursuit. Pizzotti forced all the way out. Now throws across the field, and it's going to be incomplete.
Dave Pizzotti's pass incomplete. That was great pressure.
Anthony Palmer and Casey Butler.
That's for sure. Number 16, Anthony Palmer. And the other half for the Point Shirley connection, that was the senior. Number 25, Casey Butler. He put great pressure on this talented quarterback, Dave Pizzotti. They rate him as one of the finest quarterbacks in Eastern Massachusetts. He's got a great arm, great speed, great deception running that football. Here's a big play here, Joseph. If you ought to win a football game, 4th down 5, kid.
Okay, 4th down. Winthrop had their 4th down opportunity. Their last drive was unsuccessful, but now Pizzotti looking to pass, throws across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete.
Dave Pizzotti's pass, incomplete. Big
So
play.
Winthrop will take over.
Great pressure by the kid I call the spark plug. Number 20, Ryan Goggin. They had 4th down and 5. They wanted to capitalize. They had a great formation. They went to their leading receiver, but there was great pressure from the Winthrop linebackers. And as you'll notice, all three of them made all Northeast Conference. That was Ryan Goggin, the senior, along with Danny Godfrey. Three great linebackers. Keep your eye on them. Here's the Winthrop offense. Keith Gorman at the helm.
Well deserved as well. They've had a fantastic year, all three of those linebackers. All right, handoff to Anthony up the middle, but again,
Number 16, Anthony Palmer, got the call.
Palmer's going to be bottled up. Give him one on the play, and it's going to be second and
down
9.
9 Vikings. Winthrop. 24-yard line. If I had a guest here, I'll tell you. What is... Come on, Keith.
Okay, Keith Gorman looking downfield, complete. Outside to Danny Gottfried. Enough for the first down yardage over the 35 to 36-yard line.
That was number 18, Keith Gorman, complete to number 12, Danny Godfrey. First down, Vikings. That was the passing combination that has led this team to the Northeast Conference Championship. That was the outstanding junior quarterback, Keith Gorman. He got great protection. He found his leading receiver, the senior, number 12, Danny Godfrey, and the Vikings are on the march. This is a big, big series here with 43 seconds on the Millerfield scoreboard clock, Joseph.
First down. Keith Gorman, this is Anthony Palmer, huge hole up the middle, and Anthony Palmer knows what to do with a big hole like that. Battles across midfield, he's still on his feet, just dragged down. Somebody got a hold of his shirt, and he was gone all the way down to the 37-yard line. First down, Winthrop.
That's the kid they call Touchdown Tony, and he was running with the type of authority that's led him to be the #1 football player in Eastern Massachusetts. And when you gain 1,850 yards your senior year, you are one tremendous football player. He's running, Joseph, with the type of authority and determination. He said to me, my one last goal is to be Super Bowl champions, and that's all this young Vikings want to do.
Just shows a display of speed and strength. If someone didn't get a hold of that shirt, he was gone.
One more break and he was off to the races. He would have been a bolt of lightning on a sunny day. Those are the words of the late, great Bob Rema, Kerry. What a tremendous outpouring of fans here in Winthrop today. And no one did a finer job than the guy who's the sports editor of the Revere Journal and the Winthrop Transcript. My pleasure to be with you at Super Bowl Saturday, Kerry.
It's great to be here, Mr. Lederman.
And you did such a great job this week.
Okay, Winthrop doing what they have to, with they get Anthony Palmer with some holes like that. It's gonna be a long day for Westford because Anthony is just dynamite in a bottle. I mean, just an explosive running back. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he gets another carry here. First down at the 37-yard line of Westford Academy, and again it's Anthony Palmer.
Number 16, Anthony Palmer, got the call.
Pickup of about 2. It's going to set up a second down and 8.
Second down, 8 Vikings. Westford, 35-yard line. Joe, I thought the crowd last year in Mansfield on a very cold Saturday afternoon for the Division Super Bowl was big. What an outpouring of support from these Winthrop fans.
First quarter comes to an end, and
that is the end of
no
the first
score.
quarter. The score: Winthrop nothing, Westford Academy nothing. Joe.
All right, we're talking about the fan support that comes out for these Winthrop Vikings, but looking over across the way, there's a sign on a building, "Go Vikings, WCAT #1," and that's WCAT. So, well, hats off to the fans out there with that sign supporting us as well as the Winthrop Vikings.
They look forward to Tuesday and Friday nights. And yes, sir, we'll look forward to watching this game, Joe, and you've done one outstanding job. It's been my pleasure working with you this year, kid.
I've had a great time, and I really have enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the rest of this game here because nothing, and Anthony Palmer with the carry, trying to get to the outside, little forearm, and he's going to be brought down inside the 30-yard line to probably the 29-yard line. First, it's going to set up a third down and about 3 yards for the Winthrop Vikings.
Third down, 3 Vikings. They're at the Westford 29-yard line.
Another big play in this game here with this third down play from the 30.
Got to capitalize, Joe. Big third down, 10:45, Millerfield scoreboard clock. Give it to AD.
All right, Anthony Palmer in the middle, big hole, but a flag is down. Look at Anthony Palmer run, though. He breaks away another tackle. But he's gonna. This may be coming back, but
Anthony Palmer carried. There is a penalty marker on the play.
I'm telling you, that Westford secondary is not going to bring Anthony Palmer down, grabbing him by the shirt like that, because they keep grabbing at his shirt, and it's going to be a long day for them. Oh, it's going to go against the Westford Academy Gray Ghosts.
First down, Vikings. Keep your eye on the kid they call touchdown, Tony. I've never seen him run better here at Miller Field, Joe.
Oh, he's running hard, and he's really, really running hard. Those legs are really moving, and
yard line, Kerry. First down, Vikings. They're at the Westford Academy, 13-yard line.
All the way down to the 13-yard line. Winthrop looking to get on the board first with just over 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Anthony Palmer trying to get outside. Oh, the blocking of Ryan Gogan. He turns the corner and he's in for a touchdown. Anthony Palmer on the board, and Winthrop Vikings are on the board first. It was just a matter of he had enough room to turn that final corner, and he did. Great blocking downfield, and he's into the end zone.
Winthrop touchdown, scored by number 16. Touchdown, Tony Palmer. The score, Winthrop 6, Westford Academy nothing.
Anthony Palmer, he just turned on the Jets a little bit, but a little wall of blockers just formed up. Two blockers downfield with them.
He wanted that one, Joe. He ran the length of the field.
Tremendous drive by the Winthrop Vikings.
That's number 23, Luciano Rodriguez.
Rodriguez for the extra point. Good snap. Blocked, though, in the middle of the line.
Extra point is blocked as they come back up the field.
Chris Queenan with the block.
6, Westford Academy nothing.
Queenan broke through cleanly on that play. So it's going to be 6-0 Winthrop with 10-10 here in the second. But Winthrop on top first.
What a great run by Anthony. Showed great determination, great blocking off the right side. He smelled the end zone. That was his 32nd touchdown of the year. 3 more points, and it's a magical 200 for the kid they call Touchdown Tony.
87 yards.
87-yard drive?
No, 87 yards rushing. Palmer.
Already? We've got word that Anthony already has 87 yards rushing in this game, so well on his way to a 200-yard afternoon.
That's number 23, Luciano Rodriguez. Set to tee it off for the Vikings. Deep for Westford, number 15, David Pizzotti. Number 27, Jeremy Watt. Justin Dye.
Okay, Luciano Rodriguez set to kick it off, and this kid's got a foot and a half if you watch him. Usually he just booms it. Double duty with Anthony Palmer kicking off. Oh, that time he didn't get a good boot, but I might have put the whammy on him. It's going to be picked up by an up man.
48.
Brent Machand. 26 and it's going to be first down.
Made the stop. Matt Wallenhop, the tackle. First down, Westford Academy. They're at the Westford 34-yard line.
Matt Wallenhop on the stop. Another one of those unheralded Winthrop Vikings. He's only a sophomore, but he's come up big in a lot of games as well. Be first down at call at the 34-yard line, Westford Academy, the Gray Ghost. That was my nickname back in college. I was nicknamed the Gray Ghost because I never showed up for classes. Oh, Anthony Palmer, but he's getting contained as Pizzotti kept it himself.
Dave Pizzotti got the call. That was number 16, Anthony Palmer on the stop.
Chris Queenan and Anthony Palmer looked like they were dancing out there as he tried to block him, and Anthony wasn't giving way at all.
Statements will be made on this series, Joe. If the Vikings force Westford Academy to punt the football, we get the ball back, all I can say, it might be lights out here early in the second quarter, Joseph.
Yeah, I think early on, this is a pretty big drive here for Westford. They've really got to keep the ball out. Oh, just a late pitch and a good one at that. Ward with a few moves, but he's going to be brought down. Paul Ferrara in the backfield, well as Danny Godfrey.
Get the call. That was number 21. Paul Ferrara on the stop.
Andrew Phillips made early penetration as well as Anthony Palmer, and they disrupted that play from the start.
You saw number 16, Anthony Palmer. He forced the issue, the linebacker. Great stop by the sophomore. He came up big. Once again, the penalty is against. It's against Westford Academy. The Viking defense has come to play, Joseph. They are containing Dave Pizzotti. A lot of motion. There's a great, great offensive picture by these Westford Academy Gray Ghosts. So tell me when you were a Gray Ghost in college, Joe. You never went to class?
At Salem State, I hardly ever made it to classes, but that's a long story.
Graduate?
Yeah, I did. I did graduate eventually.
Think so?
All right, Pizzotti back in shotgun formation. This time he's got some time. He throws downfield, complete. It's right in the middle of the field for a first down. He hits Greg Marchand, but a late flag thrown in there as well.
Dave Pizzotti's pass. Who got it?
Greg Marchand.
Complete to number 48, Greg Marchand. Personal foul, Winthrop. It's on DeVolio.
There's going to be a late hit also tacked on. This is... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's got to be a mistake. The official pointed toward Westford, but I think he was mistaken. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Penalty against Westford Academy.
I'm not sure how this can be against Westford.
Correction.
All right, well, fans are booing, but they're probably just booing the officials mixing the call up here.
They went to Dave Pizzotti. He stood back in the pocket. He found Greg Marchand. He looked sharp on that play.
Okay, Winthrop wants a timeout, and Winthrop's got to contain themselves. They seem like they got to stop getting these late hits and these penalties they just don't need. They continually shoot themselves in the foot with some of these penalties. They can't be doing that against a team like Westford. It's a good timeout by Winthrop because the Westford drive has brought them all the way down inside the Winthrop territory to the 35. That time Pizzotti had a lot of time and he had wide open Marchand right in the middle of the field. And we're going to be staying here. We're going to stay here. Gives me a chance again to mention that the Boosters Club, the parents, the fine job that they've done with the balloons throughout the city as just a great job and a great support from the parents. They were up until 2:30 this morning.
Came back over the bridge this morning, nothing but blue and yellow balloons. And as I drove around town, each of the cheerleaders have put decorations on the players' doorsteps. My young neighbor, Matt Semino, Marlon Matt, it said when I drove by at 6 a.m. this morning on Sewell Avenue.
All right, Pizzotti with the first down. Option down the line. He's chased out. Look like a forward pass to Ward, and he's going to be roughed up there.
Jeremy Ward got the call. That was number 21. Paul Ferrara.
Paul Ferrara. Ferrara's come up big in this game thus far. He's been in a few hits, and that there was a nice hit. Ryan Goggin also in on that tackle.
He was getting chased. There's been great pressure on the Westford Academy quarterback. That was number 25, the other half of the Point Shirley connection, Casey Butler. He put great pressure, and that's what you got to do, contain Dave Pizzotti, who is one outstanding quarterback, and he shows a lot of great moves, a lot of great speed here early in this football game, Joe.
Yeah, they've done a great job of disrupting that option play they like to run down. This time, Pizzotti keeps it himself, and a late pitch again to Ward, and there he goes down the sideline, and he could be gone. He's off to the races, but Danny Godfrey, the last man, and he just drags him out of bounds. But inside the 5, it looked like they had Pizzotti all tied up, but he just got that late pitch, and Ward down the sidelines for big yardage and a first down. All the way down to the 3-yard line, and
first and goal, Westford Academy. They're at the Winthrop 3-yard line.
I've been talking a lot about the containment, but that time he just got the pitch away late. Pizzotti was almost down on his knee, but he just got it away in time, and Ward just scampered down to the 3. The big man man Kane, but he's going to be brought down by Anthony Palmer.
Anthony Palmer brought him down. What a great tackle.
Picked up one. Tremendous tackle. Got to make that penetration. These linebackers been doing it all year, and it's going to be second down goal to goal from the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, Westford. They're at the Winthrop 2-yard line.
Second down and goal, maybe from the 2-yard line, 1 yard.
Again, the wishbone. It's going to be Ward, a little hole, and he's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown.
27, Jeremy Ward, who scored the Westford Academy touchdown. They score. Winthrop 6, Westford Academy 6.
So Westford ties this game up with an impressive drive, and it's going to be 6-6 with 7:45 to go here in the second quarter.
Obviously, the big play was that option play. Dave Pizzotti, he was contained. He flipped it to his halfback, Westford Academy, and here he is again. Dave Pizzotti's going for the extra point.
Pizzotti, the boot, and it's going to be good. So Westford goes up now, 7-6.
Kick by Pizzotti is good. He scores. Westford Academy 7, Winthrop 6. Yeah. Yeah, I got it here. You got it? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, save it for later.
Yeah, all right.
They have answered, Joe. They went the length of the field. A great play by Dave Pizzotti, and they went to their outstanding fullback, Jeremy Ward. They opened a big hole on the Winthrop left side. He went off right tackle for 2 yards. As they come back up the field, the Miller Field scoreboard clock shows 7 for Westford Academy, 6 for the Vikings. Great confidence booster for these Westford Academy Grey Ghosts. They have answered. And here's a very, very crucial series. When you score, you've got a lot of momentum. Now the Vikings have got to show what they're made of. 7-6 Westford Academy, 7:45. Here on Super Saturday, Joe, 2 great football teams, and obviously a great crowd here at Miller Field. A game that you'll remember the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to be, we're in for a real barn burner in this one. I don't want to sound like Keith Jackson, but we're in for a real barn burner.
That's Dave Pizzotti kicking off. Anthony Palmer and Michael Palmer are deep for Winthrop.
Keith Jackson can only do Southern games. He's great in those Southern games. Anthony Palmer going to get a shot at it. All right, the wedge forms. Oh, and he looked like he ran up into his own man.
That was number 16, Anthony Palmer, returned the kickoff. First down with the Vikings, Winthrop, 33-yard line.
But Winthrop will take over on their own 33. Something to note in that last drive, Winthrop cannot give themselves big penalties like they had then and expect to win this game, though. They've got to control themselves.
Positively, the team that makes the fewer mistakes, Joseph, wins the football game. And we made a couple. We're trailing by 1. Very reminiscent of last year here against Mansfield when we trailed early in the football game and they made a comeback. But you've got to maintain and secure the offensive and defensive lines here early in this football game. You've got to establish authority.
Okay, it's going to be Danny Godfrey's big hole over the left side. Running hard, gets some big yardage.
Number 12, Danny Godfrey, Vikings ball carrier.
Gets it out to about the 42-yard line. Big yardage on that play. It sets up a second down and 1. Get 9 yards.
Second down 1, Vikings. Winthrop, 42.
Keith Gorman running in with a play, and this is a good down here. Second down
Got to score.
and 1 yard to go.
Nice big drive.
It's good down for the offense to
Establish authority.
have you. Let's see what they do with it. They're going to just go for the first down. Anthony Palmer spins outside, but this time he's going to be hauled down by Pizzotti, but not after he picked up the first down.
First down, Vikings. That was number 16, Anthony Palmer, who got the call. Positively. Now you go like this.
First down at the 45-yard line.
Plenty of time, Joseph. 6:46 here on the Miller Field scoreboard clock. One guy I know who's missing this football game. He's on his way to Florida. He's the chairman of the board, I call him. He's the producer of all these games. Monsignor James Noyles had to do a little family gig, and he's on his way to Florida. He said it was the toughest moment of his life not to be here in Miller Field.
All right, Anthony Palmer, he's going to be brought down hard. Kane in on the stop, as well as Jeremy Ward. Picked up about 2 on the play.
Anthony Palmer carried, Jeremy Ward on the stop.
2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line, Winthrop's own 47.
Joseph, I've been impressed by this Westford Academy team. Their line plays very well. Their pursuit is great. Their defensive and offensive lines have done extremely well, and they've capitalized on a big break. They're leading here early in the second period, Joe.
Anthony Palmer in motion. It's going to be a passing play. He's got time. Completes it out to Anthony Palmer. That's a good passing play, and Anthony Palmer dragged down up around the neck, but not after he got a first down inside the 40.
Keith Gorman, complete to number 16, Anthony Palmer.
Good throw by Keith Gorman. It's another place where Anthony Palmer, very dangerous. You get him opening up downfield.
Put him in the open territory, and he does nothing but smell the end zone. Keep your eye on the junior quarterback. He's looking for Anthony in the flat. Give him a break, and he'll be down the sidelines. Got to capitalize, Joe. 5:41. We're driving. We're down by 1 point.
Winthrop really showing the stuff here. If they could drive the length of the field after Westford comes answered. Okay, it's Anthony Palmer's got some blockers in front of him. Hits inside, but he's going to be brought down.
Palmer got the call. Marshawn brought him down. Joe, it's worked so effectively here early is the passing combination. They went to Anthony, they went to Danny Godfrey. You got to mix up your plays here. I don't want to call the plays, but obviously they're keying on Anthony. Every time he touches the football, 3 linebackers go with him. So let's put the ball up in the air. Let's strike quickly.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Inside handoff to Danny Godfrey. Just plunges forward.
12, Danny Godfrey got the call.
To about the 33-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. Call it the 34, not a good spot, but maybe the knee did go down at the 34. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Let's call it 4. 3rd down and 4. And a timeout by Winthrop. And we're going to be right back after this commercial break from Steinbeck Used Autos. Here in the second quarter, and big down here, 3rd and 4 for the Winthrop Vikings. I formation. Anthony's going to get the call straight up the middle. Going to be stacked up, I believe, just shy of the first down at the 30. Let's see where they get the spot here, but I believe it's going to be 4th down, and Winthrop will be.
They're going to go for it.
That's definitely going to go for it on 4th down and 1. And this is a huge play here for the Vikings. Second time they've gone for it on 4th down.
Gotta go for it.
But this is a big play. These here, you got to make these 4th and shorts.
Give it away. They can't get fancy. Just give it away.
Yeah, be very surprised if Anthony Palmer didn't get the call here.
Got to give it away. 4th down 1, Joe. This is a big play. 4:16, Millerfield clock. Vikings trailing by 1.
Again, the power set up here.
Bring it home.
Big play. Anthony Palmer dove in second effort. He'll get the first down as he falls inside the 30 to the 20.
Palmer on the carry.
To the 29. Anthony getting up a little slowly there.
He's got it.
And I'm not sure what is injured on, but he's coming off the field, I believe. He seemed like he was hurt early in the game, but this doesn't appear to be the ankle that was bothering him early in the year.
He's taking a lot of shots this year.
First down.
Don't worry about him. He'll be back. He's the leader. He's the inspiration. He wants to play. Look at him coming right back.
Not even going to come out of the field, just going over on the sidelines for a brief second. And he's going to be back out there. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he turned it up for another big score.
I got a big kick out of the coach of St. John's Prep, who said they have the outstanding football player in Eastern Massachusetts. I think we have the best football player. And he said Anthony can't play Division I football. Well, I'll disagree with that.
Well, that kid must have been injured today because they took a beating at the hands of Peabody, 36-0.
Come on, Keith.
Keith Gorman, downfield, complete. Danny Godfrey just down the sidelines, inside the 25 to the 22-yard line.
Keith Gorman.
First down passing play.
Daniel Godfrey. That's what
21-yard line.
Joe, excuse me, mix up those plays. They're keying on Anthony. You got to look to Ryan Goggin. You got to look to Danny Godfrey. Let's mix up these plays. 3:21, Millerfield scoreboard clock. We've got to punch it in at halftime and get a lot of confidence going into the locker room.
Well, Keith Gorman's looking pretty good thus far, and he's proved to me that he has a big game on. I mean, that game up in Beverly when he was just fantastic, and that huge victory earlier in the season against the Beverly Panthers, but we'll need another big game out of him as well. Anthony Palmer actually fought forward for the
I was number 16
for the first down.
Ball carrier.
Good second effort as he looked like he was stopped in the backfield. But let's see who the spot is. They're really tough on, they're stingy on these spots. Did his knee get down? Because they marked it back to the 19, and this is going to be. So let's see if they give him a first down on this. I believe they're not going to give him the first down, so it's going to be. Okay, we're going to probably move the sticks out. 2:38 to go in the first half.
Yes, sir, Joseph. 2:38, Millerfield scoreboard clock. The Vikings got to capitalize. They are inside the Westford Academy 25-yard line. It's a big play.
They
got it.
just missed it. You can see the reaction by Michael Palmer.
And you know what you're doing. A big play like this, you give it to your best football player. Can't get fancy. Just give it to the kid they call Anthony Palmer.
3rd and inches from the 19s. Still a good position for the Winthrop Vikings. Is this drive's been a tough drive. It's been highlighted actually by a few passing plays by Keith Gorman.
This play might be one that we'll remember at the end of the football game. 2:32 on the clock. The Vikings driving. They get a big 3rd down. They get this 3rd down. They get a lot of momentum. What do you do, Joe? Your call.
Oh, it's an easy call. I formation. This is the easy setup. Just handed to Anthony with Ryan Goggin blocking up front. I would be very surprised if they didn't play this. Just like that. No, it's going to be Ryan Goggin. He drives, and he did get the first down, so they went against my...
I was a fullback, number 20, Ryan Goggin, who got the call. First down, Vikings.
My prediction... Ryan Goggin, he's been so tough all year, especially blocking for Anthony Palmer. What a fantastic job he's done this season as the fullback blocking for Anthony.
That was the spark plug. He's the senior. He was all Northeast Conference at linebacker, and I remember the heckler, Joe. You remember it, Beverly?
I remember them very well.
I said we had the 3 best linebackers in Northeast Conference, and guess what? They ended up all Northeast Conference.
I'm not a bit surprised if you saw them play game of the Keith Gorman as a keeper, and you know what?
Number 18, Keith Gorman, Vikings ball carrier.
I don't know, that was the first time we've seen that play all season. If that was the initial call.
Joe, you got to capitalize. 1:36 Millerfield scoreboard clock. You're trailing by 1. You've got to have momentum going into Millerfield. At halftime, the Vikings got a big series of downs here. 2nd 11, they lost a yard. Got to mix it up. Keep your eye on Keith Gorman, and also keep your eye on number 12, Danny Godfrey. He's split left.
Actually, 1:17 to go. Fakes, and Gorman looking to throw downfield, complete! Down the field to Danny Gottfried as he slides close to another first down.
I was number 12.
Oh, excuse me, not enough.
And the Vikings reception from the quarterback, number 18, Keith Gorman.
That's going to be a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal to go from the 8-yard line.
5 downs in a row. Let's go.
1:04 remaining on the clock.
Did I call that? Was that Frank Giff that came in from Lake Placid, New York?
That's Frank. Thanks, Frank. Anthony going to get the call, trying to get outside. Kane with the contact.
He's still on his feet.
Sweeping up, but he gets down inside the 5. Bizzotti in on the stop.
Oh, we got to use our timeouts.
42 seconds, and Winthrop's going to use the timeout. It's time.
Taste, and I'll be back.
It's going to be a timeout by Winthrop with 42 seconds to go.
Invited guests.
Okay, 42 seconds to go here in the first half of a 7-6 game. It's going to be first down from the 9-yard line. Oh, excuse me, the 5-yard line.
First and goal, Vikings, Westford, 5-yard line.
They started it out on the 9. Anthony Palmer gets inside. Let's see where they mark this one down to the 2-yard line, I believe. And with 35 seconds to go, another timeout.
Opened a beautiful hole. He tripped going into the hole.
Jim's saying that Chris Butler with a big hole he opened up, and that he thought Anthony might have tripped going into that hole because it was there.
Anthony's running with a little authority. He got shooken up a couple of times, Joe. I thought he had, a slight concussion. He was stunned a little bit, but he wants that end zone. He smells it. And if he punches this one in, you can look at the Millerfield scoreboard clock. 3rd and goal. Vikings, they're at the Westford Academy 3-yard line. This is a crucial series because you want to be leading at halftime, get all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, this is another big play here. They're in probably go for it on 4th down if they were unsuccessful here, but now they're saying it's still at the 3-yard line, so it's a 3rd and 3. They're talking field goal. I'm talking go for it. I'll see how close they get. If they can get it inside. Nothing against Luciano. He's money in the bank.
Bring it home.
All right, I formation. Anthony the deep back. Fakes into the line, throwing to the outside. Danny Godfrey, touchdown! Danny Godfrey! And it puts Winthrop up 12-7 with 30 seconds to go here in the first half. 3-yard touchdown pass to a wide open Danny Godfrey. I'm telling you, Keith Gorman, big game player.
A touchdown, number 18, Keith Gorman to the co-captain. Number 12, Daniel Godfrey. The score, Winthrop 12, Westford Academy 7.
This game is reminiscent of that Beverly game. What a
Timeout.
As Keith Gorman, he's been on the money with the passes, and he struggled the last few weeks not throwing the ball as much as he'd like, I bet. And
he got great protection.
Tremendous job there.
He got great protection, Joe. They looked for Anthony, but all alone in the end zone was the pride of Point Shirley, the co-captain, Danny Godfrey. This is reminiscent of Beverly. You remember he scored that big touchdown pass from Keith, and that's all they needed when they went into halftime. As I said to you, this series of downs will decide this football game. And that was the outstanding junior quarterback. He got great protection from his offensive line. He found Danny Godfrey in the end zone. It was almost lights out here at Miller Field.
Well, if he gets that protection, like we said, he's got the poise and he really has the arm. And he's just done a tremendous job. But like you said, the line did give him a lot of protection, and he really makes it count when he gets that protection. Looking like they're going to set up for the 2-point conversion here, which would be smart because they're only up by 5. I guess this is the place to be. It would either be the Army-Navy game, which is always exciting, but this is the place to be. You'd rather be at the Army-Navy game. You'd rather be someplace other. This is the. I'm getting confused. Let's see. Keith Gorman got him on a complete to Anthony Palmer for the 2 points. And it's 14-7 now. Winthrop Vikings go on top.
That was the junior quarterback, number 18, Keith Gorman. He found Anthony Palmer in the end zone as they come back up the field. The score, Winthrop 14, Westford Academy 7. Yes, sir, Joe. Those 2 points could mean a lot in this football game. And let's pay hats off to the junior quarterback. He stepped up big. He's come up with every big play. They found Anthony in the end zone. 2 big plays by the junior quarterback. Keith Gorman has been a force.
Yeah, I think he completed about 4 passes on that drive. And it was a big drive for Keith Gorman, as well as the Winthrop Vikings. But really, the kid is... When he has the time, he really has quite an arm, and he's been right on the money. But the offensive line, as we've talked about before, we can't stress them enough. What a great job they've done up front.
That's number 23, Luciano Rodriguez, set to tee it off. Pizzotti and Ward are deep for Westford Academy.
The offensive line, led by Robert DeMarco, and of course the co-captain, Steven Spinelli. What a fantastic job he's done all year. All right, it's going to be picked up there.
42, who made the start?
By Brent Machan.
26.
And with 26 seconds to go,
Machan returned the kickoff.
Matt Wallenhop.
Number 26, Matt Wallenhop on the stop.
Wallenhop's
First
been
down, Westford Academy. They're at the Westford 32-yard line.
Wallenhop's done a fine job thus far in special teams. He's been downfield on a few big tackles. So 26 seconds to go. First down at the 33-yard line. Westford Academy with a shot here. Phillips is in on him. He rolls out, throws downfield, wide open on the sidelines. How did he get that open? just banged out of bounds about the 35-yard line with 15 seconds to go.
Dan Pizzotti's pass.
Greg Michon.
First down, Westford Academy. This is reminiscent of last year.
Some kind of mix up in the secondary there as he was wide open. Now they're spotting it at the 40, call it the 40, we'll call it the 45, but still 15 seconds to go. Andrew Phillips chased him out of the pocket, but this Pizzotti kid showing his stuff. Again, Phillips is getting in, but Pizzotti again rolling out. He's going to keep it himself down the sidelines. And did he get out of bounds? They did get out of bounds to stop the clock with 6 seconds to go. And another first down. So at the 22-yard line, Westford with 6 seconds still has a shot here. As that was a big play, hitting that Greg Michon wide open. It's Westford offense.
What yard line are
At the 22-yard line.
First down, Westford Academy at the Winthrop 22-yard line.
With 6 seconds to go, that's usually enough time for one play, barring a defensive penalty. Let's see what they do. They should be looking to put it up. They're probably looking to put it up in the end zone. Greg Marchand has been one of the key receiver on this team for Westford. This is a big play here for Westford as Winthrop. Hope they weren't feeling good about themselves going up 14-7 because, okay, everybody's lined. We saw this last week. Revere did the same formation. Anthony Palmer rushing Pizzotti, throws off his back foot, and it's going to be incomplete. And that will do it for the first half as Winthrop survives a late scare by Westford, and they'll go into the locker room leading by the score of 14-7. And we're going to be back with halftime activities, I believe. The band, I believe, is on the field, and we're going to be right back right after this.
Write your mother.
Take a look around you. It's a time to put the best to work for you.
And here's our action warranty.
What we do, with what's coming through for you. Let's get together.
Great.
Come with us.
We love this place.
Put your trust in number one.
What a
Century 21.
Come on, let's get a picture. Come on up here. Give us the keys to sign. Okay, look at that.
When you make somebody happy, it's a moment you always remember. When you're part of Century 21, the #1 home selling system in America, well, it's something you'll never forget.
Come with us.
Get the picture?
Put your trust in number one. Century 21.
Winthrop Viking football is also brought to you in part by Boyd Insurance Agency, located just above Century 21 Harbor Real Estate, in a handy McGee's Corner location. Stop by and visit this professional and caring staff for your home, auto, boat, business, or rental insurance needs. The handy location at 2 Revere Street, Winthrop, at McGee's Corner, just above Century 21, at 846-9728. Call Rick Boyd today.